Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Thursday, and this is our daily reading, taking a look at current situation and the influences around that. I'm going to use the Mystic Palette Tarot today. I hope y'all are doing fantastic. So keep in mind, this is collective. Take what resonates. And it is daily energy. Now, sometimes when we read out on these daily things, those can be a while out. It just depends. So let's get started. I will put glasses on, my reading glasses for these cards because I don't know them that well. What is our current situation? Oh, I picked two cards. I'm going to leave them. Ace of Swords with the Moon. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because we had those yesterday, I think. Okay, current or present influence. Oh, Three of Swords. Okay, future influence. Hierophant. What you don't see. Five of Wands. That's so interesting because a lot of these cards are what we had yesterday. Well, three of them so far. What to look for? Three of Wands. That's good. Unexpected. That's the Queen of Cups. Challenge. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups was in our positive yesterday. Positive or strength or stuff, good stuff. The Star. Okay, and where does this lead? Four of Cups. I like that Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. And advice. Ten of Swords. Wow, this will be interesting. This is Nine of Wands. Okay. I'm going to sneeze. Okay. I don't like the way they make my eyes look, but I don't mind the glasses, but anyway. They're like not expensive reading glasses, so they have a lot of glare in them. The Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck, like, okay, again, I think we had this too, but I feel like this is about being tired, right? It's about yeah, this is a situation that you've grown tired of. You know, with the Three of Swords and the present influence, there's also that feeling of having been hurt or disappointed. Three of Swords, though, is more about hurt or being, feeling separated from something, or sometimes it's also not feeling a part of something, like kind of like being left out. It's that sad separation. And then, but it's really interesting to me with me that I pulled those two cards together, the Ace of Swords and the Moon in the current situation. That is totally, to me, there's that combo about things becoming clear. And I think what's happening here is the influence being the Three of Swords, understanding what's causing this sadness. That's what I'm feeling overall. And I think this has been hard. It's been something that's been hard. It's interesting to me too that the Ten of Swords is there in our advice. So I'll be curious what's going on there. Yeah, Ace of Swords and the Moon. Ace of Swords to me is about finding that clarity. The Moon is about, things not being clear or not exactly what you might assume they are. And I feel like these two together are telling you that you will understand this more. It points directly to the feeling of the Three of Swords. So if you have felt like something, like if you're feeling sad or hurt or something, I think that this influence is what is causing this situation. So in other words, well, I think this situation you're going to get clarity on. I think that's a better way. Let's clarify. I don't think I need to clarify this. I think with two cards here, I think it clarifies it for us. Especially being Ace of Swords in the moon. I think things are starting to be clear. I mean, I will. I'll clarify it in the sense of, so maybe it makes more sense of what this is exactly, but let's see. Tell me about this Ace of Swords Moon combination in current situation. Okay, tell me about that, please. Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, a Hermit. We've had the Hermit a lot. Maybe it's because it's winter. Like sometimes we don't get out as much in the winter, but yeah, discovery. I feel like this card is all about discovery. We've got, coming together, celebration. To me, this is almost saying about learning that, like having a conversation, but I feel like it's also maybe understanding this time. Like, okay, so since we have the Three of Swords, I want to say this time apart, because the Three of Swords is about separation. It's not just about sadness. It can be literally about being separate or being separated from somebody or something, even in distance, as well as emotional, but it's more like it's air. So it also could be just in your head, but I feel like you're going to understand this better. And it has to do with the sadness. I think that you're going to understand what that Three of Swords is, why you're feeling this way. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. I'm really interested in that Hierophant too. Tell me more about the Three of Swords here. What is the Three of Swords and present influence? Moon. Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Wow. Yeah, being unclear. Okay, so there's been something that, you've been really trying to be, I feel like this is something that you've been working on for a while, that you have been unclear for a while, the Seven of Pentacles. To me, the Seven of Pentacles is like something that you do, or you instigate, but it takes a while, but the Knight of Wands is like the, I feel like it's almost like this is, this situation with this Knight of Wands coming in, clarifying the Three of Swords. It feels to me like there's some kind of understanding coming in here with I'm thinking the Knight of Wands, I'm getting the feeling that, I mean, even though that Three of Swords looks really hard to me, it just looks like a really hard card. But I feel like it was hard, and there's a feeling like that. But I do feel like there's something changing here with the Knight of Wands. And I feel like, yes, I don't feel like this is maybe something how you feel, but it's something how you felt, like you were sad in the past, or you're trying to understand why you feel left out or separated of a situation. I feel like it's almost like feeling left out, like feeling, I feel like you feel left out, and maybe you're going to get more clarity on that. And maybe the clarity comes from that Knight of Wands, maybe travel or something coming in that I don't necessarily think of knights as news, but they usually do bring something in, or you're headed somewhere. So there's movement with them, which I like. So that's what I'm getting the feeling like, especially with the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're through this. And that's the I feel like you're through it, but maybe not completely. The Hierophant is in the future influence. A Hierophant can be spiritual. It can be about, sometimes I look at it too as, so I don't, nothing against religion, okay? So please understand that straight up. I don't. I mean, matter of fact, I think religion is extremely important, and I truly 100% believe that everyone should believe how they believe, period. I mean, you cannot judge people when you're doing tarot. You just can't. It's part of it, right? So I have nothing against religion, but what I'm getting here and this is going to sound like I do, but I don't, is that feeling. I think this is the only way I can think to explain it. You know how sometimes you've heard that religions can be controlling and even to the point of hypocritical. And there is some churches like this. Um, I'm sure, because it's like you can, this is do as we say, not as we do feeling. Okay, that take away the church part of it. That do as I say, not as I do. And I'm getting the feeling that that's what's happening here. Like someone or something is saying, nope, do as I say, not as I do. And it could definitely be work. Like you have people don't do as I do, but you're certainly going to do as I say. And it's almost like this. I don't really like it. Like I'm not getting a I'm not getting a warm feeling with this Hierophant. And normally I would, but I'm not. And I feel like this is like, so this is an influence. I feel like you might be feeling this way. Again, and that could, what is this Hierophant, man? Tell me more, because I'm not enjoying this. Tell me, not at all. Two of Wands, Seven of Wands, Judgment. I'll have to take these back. Two of Wands, Seven of Wands, Judgment. I do feel like, clarifying, we've got the Two of Wands, which I feel like is always about mapping where to go next. Kind of, he has the world and he's looking out, and it's almost like contemplating what to do. And I've always thought of the Two of Wands as that plan, that map, that putting the plan together. Seven of Wands, though, is really about protecting yourself. And maybe you're doing that. Maybe this Hierophant is like, okay, I need to do as I say, not right. Like maybe that's what it's about, because I feel like I do have to protect myself, and I need to get over. I feel like this is you getting over something with the Judgment. And it's not necessarily that you're doing anything wrong. So I want to, because I said not as, do as I say, not as I do. But you know how sometimes we can get in our head and we know exactly what we need to do, but we're not acting on that. And that's not like towards other people. It's within ourselves. And you go, okay, I know I need to do X, Y, Z, but you're struggling to do that. Either lack of motivation or not knowing how to get started or something like that. So I do feel like that's what this is. I feel like that's you. I think this feeling is going, I know what I need to do, and I need to do it with the Seven of Wands. And I think I'll feel better, like with the Judgment, like feeling, kind of free and feeling reborn. I'm getting an overall feeling there with that. That's good. Like, because you're going to understand more. So instead of putting blame like on someone else about how you feel, you're saying, okay, I know what I need to do about this. Now let's put it into play. Let's do this. And so I think the Hierophant is actually a good thing. I was getting a little bit worried, but now I understand why. Okay, so the Five of Wands is in what we don't see. What is this? So the Five of Wands is about conflict, fight, struggles, gossip. If it comes in, sometimes it's a reminder of that. But in what you don't see, like you're not either seeing this coming, or it has something to do with someone else or an entity. But we've got the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Judgment, which all looks very like swordsy to me, because the Judgment also has a sword in his hand, and balance. I feel like once you learn something, and we talked about the Two of Swords, I think yesterday, maybe the day before. Once you learn something, Ace of Swords, I think the conflict is on how to handle it correctly. Making that decision, Two of Swords, the justice, sorry, I think I said Judgment, the justice on how to handle this correctly with being fair. Fair to yourself, fair to someone else, fair to the institution, fair to whatever. When I say institution, that could be work, church, family. And I usually when I say institution, I'm just referring to a group of people, nothing horrible. This could be someone else that is admitting their conflict, and they won't do it right away. They won't, because it's in the what we don't see. So I think maybe that comes a little later, especially, well, with the Knight of Cups being in the challenge. There's something here about I think maybe you struggling about coming forward with how you feel. The Three of Wands is what to look for. I think this is about don't lose hope too. Like the things that you're working on, you will see the the fruits of your labor. Basically, you will understand that. You may not be able to put your hands on it, but what the cards are asking you is to look for that. Recognize it, because it's in the what to look for. It's not asking you to act a certain way, but it's asking you to look for something. In other words, it may help you identify more with, your self-healing, self-help, going through the situation, how to navigate it, and more importantly, to understand yourself a little better. So then we have the Queen of Cups in the unexpected. I'm going to clarify this because what is this unexpected? Do you want me to clarify the Three of Wands? Maybe I should clarify the Three of Wands before we go. I didn't do that. Tell me more about the Three of Wands, just to see if there's anything here. Queen of Cups. I must have been feeling something here because we got the Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups. So I do feel like this is something that is important to you, especially Queen of Cups. This could be something really important to your well-being. The Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. I feel like this could be either looking for that offer, Page of Cups, or looking for a message. And I feel like the Nine of Cups is all about, right, desires, reaching those dreams. But there's a fulfillment here, all these cups. And I feel like I'm getting the feeling, be patient, because everything you're doing is paying off. But you're going to have to be patient, because that's what you need to look for with the Three of Wands. Not only are things working out the way they're supposed to, but just understand that things are happening. You just don't see everything yet. And I think that's super important. And then we have the Queen of Cups and unexpected. So this is the fulfillment, I think, like feeling fulfilled. This could be someone, but let's see what it is. She looks very like, I told you so, almost. That look on her face, like, see, I got this. Yeah, not I told you so. I got this. She has that kind of look. Don't mess with me. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups, please, and the unexpected. King of Cups, Ten of Wands. Yeah, there's something. There will be something new to come in. Okay, so it goes from the Ten of Wands to the Ace of Wands. So if there's been difficulty in a relationship, we've got the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. If there is that difficulty with the Ten of Wands, feeling kind of like a struggle or feeling burden, I feel like that gets released with the Ace. So this unexpected, this is the key to that, fulfilling something that's very important to you, and also there's going to be an unexpected new beginning here that feels good with the Ace of Wands. It kind of is exciting, because I feel like it's been hard. So especially when we see the Ten of Wands followed by the Ace of Wands, it's exciting because it's been hard. And then we have the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it's been hard, and that Ace of Wands is very exciting because you're like, okay, finally, man, this has been so hard. This is just, well, and so I feel like that's going to be unexpected. And I do have, it feels like someone, but it doesn't have to be someone. Again, it could be anything, Knight of Cups is in the challenge. So the challenge is either you coming forward with how you feel about a situation or what's happening in your life to anyone. I feel like, it could be a work related, the Ace of Pentacles is followed there, but more importantly, you're having a challenge of moving towards what you really want and love and what's important to you. And it could be coming clean with something, or it just could be moving towards what you love. Again, going back to that Hierophant where you know what you have to do, but you're struggling doing it. That's the Knight of Cups as well. Like, that's the challenge, is moving towards those things that you want. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups. Maybe we can get some more clarity. Hangman, a Knight of Wands, Temperance. Get these all straightened away. Hangman, Knight of Wands. I think the struggle is that, like, okay, so the Hangman, taking that different perspective, Knight of Wands is like moving towards something. And I feel like this, because we have the Knight of Cups here and the Temperance and the Knight of Wands, there's this feeling of, is this love, of passion, or what is this? And the challenge is the understanding of that, the Hangman. So this situation needs I think what it's saying in the challenge is, yes, you do need to come forward, but I think it's also the challenge of realizing, what is this really about? And again, going back to that Hierophant idea of, I know exactly what I need to do, I'm just not doing it. And I think the Temperance is kind of also like getting that balance going on here, because again, you know exactly what you need to do. Star in your Strength, which to me feels really good, right? Really positive energy here. I don't want to put these wrong. Okay, so they're all so different. Having that Star in your Strength, I do feel like you do know and understand your hopes and dreams. Like, I feel like if someone's telling you different, like, no, this is what I really need and want, and this is my ultimate. And again, we had the Nine of Cups clarifying the Three of Wands, looking for your true desires. And I think this can be a strength. If that's what you're truly looking for, don't let someone get in your way, and I think you have that. And I think you have an understanding of that. Tell me more about the Star in our Strength. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Yep. Eight of Pentacles. Yep. King of... Yep. I mean, this is taking back control, like totally. Doing the healing too, like working on something. This is, again, we had this in the Queen of Cups in the unexpected. This new beginning is something that you really need. And I think it comes from the work you've done, but it also leads to the King of Pentacles, which I feel like isn't a person. I feel like it's you understanding your power in your own life. Again, going back to the Hierophant, it all leads back there. I know what I need to do. Now let's put it into play. The Four of Cups. So normally I see the Four of Cups a lot as, I want you to really look at that. She looks very happy to me. I feel like this is more daydreamy, understanding, going back to the Star. This is you focusing on that. And I feel like in the next few days, or even in the now, like this isn't very far out. This could be tomorrow. Like you're really going, yeah. This is exactly what I want. Yep. And you're contemplating a little bit here, but you're smiling and you're happy. I love that card. It's different than a lot of different other Four of Cups. I feel good about it. I don't feel like it's not seeing what you are being offered. I think it's more knowing exactly where you want to go. Again, I'm like looking at all these cards. They're totally making sense. Four of Cups is Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, the Moon. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is the struggle, right? So whether that's a person or you. And then the Eight of Cups is walking away, and the Moon is walking towards being clear and understanding something. This Four of Cups is that end term of that. And I feel like the Eight of Cups is not walking away from the Knight of Cups. I feel like this has been a challenge. And instead of, I think you're walking into clarity. Again, Moon, we've had the Moon, like that understanding is super important here. And I do feel like, though, there is a decision to be made with this Eight of Cups. Like, what are you really walking away from? But whatever it is, it's walking towards clarity, because we get to the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is really a very solid beginning. It's doing something, it's starting something that you put down roots, right? I've talked about that. It's one of the better aces because it's going to last. The Ace of Pentacles is rooted. It's growing, it grows. And if you look through the pentacles, almost all the pentacles are really good cards. I mean, the Five of Pentacles is really the only one, and it doesn't have to be bad. Like, it's not necessarily all negative all the time either. So I feel like all the pentacles are basically good cards. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles and where this all leads. What is this new opportunity or new beginning? Ace of Swords, Two of Wands. Isn't that funny? We've had these all as clarifiers. Ace of Swords, Two of Wands, Page of Cups. I feel like this is like coming back to the understanding and understanding how to move forward. And I'm going to talk about that Hierophant again, but understanding how to move forward. And I feel like, I feel like this is, it could be a message coming in or an opportunity coming in that's being given to you, because a lot of times the Page of Cups can be about a gift. So if this is being given to you, oh wow. And I think it all comes from the work you've done with that Ace of Swords, Two of Wands. I kind of like it. I want to know anything more. Let me, what comes after the Ace of Pentacles? Oh, the Devil. Anything after that? Yeah. Okay. Well, there could be a new beginning, but I think the Devil, I'm not going to clarify those, but the Devil would be about attachments and things that you're super attached to or even addicted to. And then the healing. So there could be a new beginning with someone or something that you have felt attached to, even the work or, how to do something, any of those things attachment wise, because once that is recognized, then you can work through that with the healing part. The healing doesn't mean a stop, though. I don't feel like it is, because after the Nine of Wands, there's the Eight of Pentacles too at the bottom of the deck. Now, I'm like really curious of what we need to let go here, because the Ten of Swords is about, when it comes in and as advice, it's let something end, just let it go, let it be over. So I am going to clarify this more. Okay. I am, because this is an important piece of advice, and it's not something I like to give out. Like, I don't want to be wrong, and if I feel like I am, I'm just going to say, I'm going to let it go, because the Ten of Swords is all about endings. So when it comes in advice, it's telling you to end something, but we got to be very clear on what that is to end. And I'm not that clear. Now, it could be letting something go, but it's not about your dreams, because those are in your strengths, right? Maybe it's saying with let the Knight of Cups in your challenge, maybe something isn't going to come in, and maybe you don't have to go forward and you can let that go. But I want to make sure. So I'm going to ask it, is there anything else you can tell me about this advice with the Ten of Swords? so I can be clear and we can be clear. The Chariot, Ten of Wands, Queen of Cups. I mean, I really am focused on the Ten of Wands, like letting go of the burden, like not necessarily stopping something or ending something, but I almost feel like it's things don't need to be as hard as you're making them to if you want to reach the Queen of Cups, because I feel like the Chariot, that energy coming in, the Ten of Wands is definitely, burdensome, tired. And we had the clarifier of the Ten of Wands going to the Ace of Wands. So I do with those cards in here as advice is, just really let go. I'm almost getting kind of this feeling of just let go of control. Not necessarily, which the Chariot, how a lot of times I feel like the Chariots, sometimes you need to hold on to the reins, but maybe it's asking you, you don't need to control this situation. Like let go of the control. If you're really trying to control something, you're going to let it go. Again, back to that Knight of Cups, where that's the challenge. Like just let things happen. Let go of control. Do everything you can for yourself, because I feel like you know exactly what you want to do and understand, you know, that maybe you do know what you need to do and you haven't put it into place. And it could be saying too to let go of being hard on yourself, because I kept going back to that. And when we do that, that feeling of I know exactly what to do, but I'm not doing it feeling, that's being hard on ourselves too. If you know what to do, when you're ready, do it. It's not, don't stress yourself out. Don't try to control it. It's going to happen when it's going to happen. And I feel like that's what the Ten of Swords is in this advice. So, that's a long reading. Okay, so there you have your reading. I hope you liked it. Let me know. Take care. Have a beautiful day.